After 3 years of an absolutely incredible time at university, I am getting ready to say goodbye to Leicester in a couple of weeks' time. University's all done, dissertation's been submitted, and now I've got to pack up my things and say adios. Now, of course, I couldn't leave Leicester without showing you a tour of my room here that I've had for the last 2 years. Mainly to create some memories, but also to show you what a room at university is like. So I've lived here in the city centre for 2 years, second year and final year, and it's been absolutely wonderful. Perfect location, close to everything, and as you'll see in a minute, it's an absolutely amazing room. Now, I did exactly the same thing for my room in first year 2 years ago, which was in Odeby, which is just outside the city centre, and I'll put links to that in the description below so you can see where I was in my first year. That was really fun, and I thought, you know what, let's continue the tradition for 2021 and give you a tour of the room that I've had for the last 2 years. So I really hope that you enjoy it. We're going to cover all of the main areas of the room. So without further ado, here is my university room tour for 2021. Here is the entrance to my room. You walk in, this is what it looks like. First things first, light switch in the corner, heating controls right here, which are set by the hour. So you can have it on for 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, or 4 hours. Very handy in the winter time. However, on a day like today, where it's 26 degrees outside, probably not the best idea to have the heating on, which is, by the way, right here. Then over here, we have the coat area. If I take the bottom hook for you, if I take the red jacket off this hook, watch what happens. Ooh, clamps back into place. And then to put it back, I just press it down like this, get it out. And if I hold this with one hand, I can just put it back like so. It's very difficult to do with one hand, but that's how it works. Let's move over here. As I showed you earlier, this is the radiator. My bin is just down there. 2 pairs of shoes. These are my gym trainers, which you'll be very surprised to know I haven't worn for more than a year, obviously because everything's been shut down. Gyms have been closed, and I've not really felt like doing much exercising. But those are there now. Beginning to wear them again now the weather's warming up. Here I've got my everyday sort of shoes, which I wear pretty much everywhere now, because who cares about style outside? You know, no one's going out to any events, so I just tend to wear these shoes, which are very, very comfortable, like so. And then over here, I've got my table. So this is where I put my bag down, like so. My wallet is over there. And underneath, I've got a couple of papers and bits like that, just underneath, sitting there nice and pretty as well. Next up is the wardrobe. As you can see, it is absolutely ginormous. I mean, it's ridiculous just how big it is. If you watch my room tour from 2 years ago, the wardrobe is a similar form to this one. Rack on this side, and you got the shelves on this side, but it wasn't as big. This is just huge. So on the left, you have, I've just got my jumpers, which I don't really wear much these days because it's so hot. A couple of jeans and some tracksuits right here. Then on the side, I've got tracksuits at the top as well, flannels, some spare masks, socks, vests, other shirts, some shorts and dressing gown at the bottom, and a nice cap. And then underneath the rack, actually, you can see I've got enough room for 2 suitcases, not just the blue one, but also room for my small purple case right there as well, which is fantastic. And another great addition to this wardrobe right here, the mirror. Full size mirror. You can see I've got my shorts on today because it is just so hot, but this is absolutely wonderful having a full size mirror like this. And I actually leave this door just open like that. So I'll have the door on the left shut and then the door on the right open because it's just so much easier to use. But if I shut this door, you can see what the wardrobe looks like right there. Absolutely gorgeous. Let's check out the bathroom. Here is the door. I'm going to turn the light on and ta-da! Here is the bathroom, which is just absolutely stunning. A lot smaller than my first year bathroom, but 10 times better, absolutely. So, usual stuff, mirror. I've got a nice shelf to put my items down, which I didn't have in first year. Sink, shower, right here. Toilet, and oh, look at this, heated towel rack. Now this is something that I am definitely going to miss from this bathroom. It is absolutely stunning. This is really sort of a life of luxury right here in this bathroom. Absolutely fantastic. Next up is the desk area. This is where things get very interesting. So, where do I begin? Let's just begin on the left. This little contraption is my ring light. Every content creator has got to have one of these. These are incredible. They will take your content from like a 6 or a 7 to a 10. Absolutely fantastic. In fact, let me just turn it on right here. That's what it looks like at its top brightness. Incredible. And there's the holder for your phone, or you can use a separate camera if you want, and it's just incredible. Every content creator has got to have one of those. Here I've got some masks, which are very important, kitchen roll. In the back I've got some tissues, a couple bottles of water, I've got a little bit of a notepad, I've got some pens, some lip balm. But now let's get to the main reason why we're at the desk. Let's talk about the setup itself. So as I had in first year back in 2019, I've got the same HP 24-inch monitor right there. That is connected to a 13-inch MacBook Pro from 2017, sat on a Griffin elevator stand right there, which is just absolutely wonderful. So I've got the dual screen side-by-side action going on here, which I just absolutely love. And then I've got myself my Logitech keyboard and my Logitech mouse. I've got my wireless charger in the corner with my AirPods sat on top charging. A new addition to the desk for final year actually is my Google Nest Mini, which I absolutely love. And then next to that I've got my Love Island water bottle. The most important thing about that is, of course, the straw. Makes all the difference, makes drinking your water so much easier. So that right there is on top of the desk. Above the desk is my pin board, which at various points of the year was either quite full or quite empty. Just a couple of quick things I've got up there. Got some pins that I use. Then underneath the desk, if I move this chair out of the way, is a little bit of a mess. Disastrous cable management going on underneath. Power adapter, absolutely vital for all students. You're going to need it. I've got my printer, which is right here, which to be honest with you, I haven't really used much over the last couple of years. I would probably say if you're a student, unless you really need to use lots of paper, probably don't bring a printer to uni. Just use the credit you get that your uni provides. There's the box for my wireless charger, Dettol wipes, which I showed off in my last tour a couple of years ago, which are an absolute godsend. Every student must have these. They really, really do make a difference. And then I have some COVID tests right here. These are the rapid ones, which give you the results in half an hour, which are very, very important. So I'll just leave those there. And then next to the desk, I've just got a Sainsbury's bag with a couple with some bottles that I've crushed up. And I use this for shopping sometimes. Now it is time to show you these absolutely humongous windows. Look at how far the blinds go down. One set over here, and I've got a couple more over here, like so, which are just absolutely incredible. So now it's time for me to finally show you the view from my room. Let's take this little toggle, twist it round, push it all the way down. And that is the view from my room. And luckily for me, yes, I have McDonald's across the road from where I live, which is incredible. Down on the ground, they've been doing incredible amounts of roadworks. This cycling that's been put in is brand new as of this week, which is really cool. So there's the view from my room. I'm in the city centre, so no leafy nature, as I showed you in my 2019 room tour. It's all shops and, you know, urbanized living, but I absolutely love it, and that's why I love living in the city centre. Let me come around and show you the view from these windows. So here you'll get a similar view, like so. You can look down a bit further. Again, these cycle lanes right there, all brand new. And then let me open up this one as well. And you can see the wonderful venue that is Firebug is just across the road in the distance. Absolutely fantastic. So these windows are absolutely huge, like so. And the other key feature that I've got to show you is that these windows, they're soundproofed. Look at that. There's a soundproofing. This one and this one, you can't move. This window, on the other hand, little toggle, and it slides all the way down like so, and I can open this window for some fresh air. So that is the window. This is the only one that can open, by the way, but it's still very nice. And if I want absolute silence, slide it shut. So that right there is my absolutely huge window on this side, and then two absolutely huge windows on that side. Staying on this side, I'm going to close this blind again so I can show you in much crisper detail the shelf area right here, which is absolutely wonderful. So as you can see, we've got the top shelf, which is some books in the back, some scissors, some pens, my YouTube Premium mug, which is great. Here's my vitamin D, which everyone should be taking, certainly in the winter months, but you can do in summer if you want as well. A couple of notepads, and yeah, this is absolutely great. Let's pick out a book. James O'Brien, the sequel to his previous book, How to Be Right in the World Gone Wrong. This time, How Not to Be Wrong, The Art of Changing Your Mind. I haven't finished this yet, but it is really, really good, would highly recommend. And we also have Quiet, The Power of Introverts in a World That Can't Stop Talking. This is by Susan Cain, whose TED Talk I saw a couple of months ago, which is just absolutely incredible. It's all about introverts and how we introverts navigate the world where people just cannot stop talking. It's absolutely incredible. If you're an introvert like me, you'll know what I'm talking about. So I cannot wait to get stuck into this one down the line. Then we have the bottom shelf, which is mostly like laundry stuff, toiletries, that kind of thing. So I've got my non-bio capsules, sensitive fabric softener, some soap, some medicines in the back, some vinegar to clean the showers and the glass. Toothpaste is here, shampoo, we've got glasses cleaner, which is very important, some spare cream right there, which is very important as well, and some soap right there. So these are the shelves. Oh, on top, toiletries bag, still got that, and some spare sponges, very important. Then underneath the shelves, this area is a little bit iffy because I actually, you know, there's nothing I use this area specifically for. I just put stuff here that I don't really need. I've got my laundry bags, which are the same as I had in first year. My big suitcases there, although one of the wheels seems to have, fallen off or something. So that's going to be a bit of a challenge to get back home to London. I've got toilet roll right there, and I've got a couple more pairs of shoes. These are my more formal shoes. If I'm going to the pub and I'm not allowed to wear trainers, I'll wear these. And I've got my Nike trainers right here as well. But this area doesn't really get used much, but useful for storing things that are, not very urgent. And finally, here it is, the one you've been waiting for, the bed, which is just so comfortable. It is absolutely incredible to sleep in. This right here is a small double bed, so I think it's about 3/4 size. of a regular double bed, but it's absolutely incredible. Much more space than the single bed that I had from first year. In fact, you know what? Let's have a lie down in it. Oh, let's jump in. Oh, here we are. This is what it looks like. Absolutely fantastic. So comfortable. I've had many good night's sleeps in this bed. Oh, there is one more thing. The bed also does this. Yes, that's right. My bed has got underneath storage right here, which is absolutely fantastic. Mostly just bags and boxes really, so lots of boxes on this side. Those are my trainers, box over there, my ring light box, the Google Nest Mini box, my microphone is in there for the podcast, so is my audio interface. The kettle box is there as well, just a few other bits and pieces underneath. And on this side, just mostly some bags and things like that, some notebooks. Oh, and if you're wondering, the 2 posters that you see in my first year room tour, they're not up in this room because obviously there's a lot of, white walls up here, and I don't want any blue tack to damage them. So the posters are in these 2 tubes right here. They're all safe and well. But yes, underneath storage in my bed, which is absolutely fantastic and very handy indeed. And there you have it. That is my room tour for 2021, all done and dusted. I hope you found it useful, and I hope it gave you an insight into what a room at university is like, and I'll see you next video.